But Dustin Poirier says that he went into the Islam fight with broken ribs. What do you make of that, Paul?
Broken ribs is a real big issue to deal with. But, I mean, it's tough. It's so far removed from it to say anything now. It's like, I will say, I just saw a clip on his Instagram of him hitting pads after a workout. He is in shape going into this fight. I mean, we're still, a couple weeks out? He's looking he's the most shredded I've seen Poirier look in a long time. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, broken ribs, dude, when you're trying to grapple and guys are putting pressure on you, it's tough. I mean, I'm not going to say that the outcome would have been different. How do you say that after the fact with somebody like Makhachev? But that's not fun.
Yeah, I tore all the cartilage right before the GSP fight. I'm not going to get into the story. I've told it many times and people will tune off. But yeah, it's bloody terrible. But that fight with Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway, it's an interesting one because Poirier's beaten him twice, obviously. I think he submitted him the second time. Or was it the first time he submitted him?
First time he subbed him. Second time decision.
But Poirier was the bigger guy. He was the older guy. He had the man strength. He had the experience in the UFC. Max Holloway, I think he made his UFC debut against Poirier, right?
Yep.
That's a son of a bitch to make your debut against. And he was about 20 or 19 years old.
Yeah.
Now all of those advantages are going to work against him.
Yeah,
now,
he's the older guy. And now Max is,
according to Armin Sarukian, washed up and old news, but still, he's still the much, much younger guy. It's going to be a fun fight, man. It's going to be a fun fight. I know you can't make a prediction. Harrington and Bryan, early doors. Who do you think wins that fight? I feel like Max Holloway, we might get an upset on our hands. Because look at what he did to Justin Gaethje. Yeah, Poirier beat him, but that Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje at 155 pounds was absolutely world class. Brian, please jump on.
I mean, you just said it. I think Max Holloway could do it.
Yeah. It'd be a shame. It'd be a shame for Dustin Poirier though. In New Orleans, his final fight. I would love for Poirier to get that dream send up.
Well, Max is trying to fight back to the belt. You know what I mean? So it's just as heavy for him as it is for Dustin to win and to go out on a win.
I don't know, man. I feel like the power of Lil Wayne. How do you beat that? Like, if you're going to be in New Orleans having Lil Wayne walk you out against the guy you've already beaten twice, I just think Dustin Poirier he's due a Robbie Lawler level storybook ending.
I'd love to see it.
I'd love to see it.
What was Robbie Lawler's storybook ending?
Oh, dude, Nico Price smashed him up and retired. We don't get to see that, right? Oftentimes we see the retirement fight. When you're at that point in your career, it doesn't always go your way. But I do think Dustin is a guy that can do that. But I also think that Brian bringing up a good point where, I think Max really wants to then try to fight Ilya again down the line at 155 pounds and try to get some revenge again. Whether it happens or not doesn't really matter. But I do think that Dustin, I feel like he's the kind of guy that can be happy as long as it's a fun, entertaining, barn burner of a type of fight where he can go out and leaves it all in there. I think he's the kind of guy that can be satisfied. If Max beats him for his last fight, having beat him twice, having beaten Max for his UFC debut, I feel like Poirier is the kind of guy, the classy kind of guy where as long as it's just it's going to be a blood and guts type of fight. I really do. Yeah, I really do think it has to be. And if that means going out on his shield, if it means losing a split decision, if it means winning, I really think he just wants to go, this is my last dance. I want to lay it all on the line. I want to just make sure that for the last one I did, I put everything out there, whether it's good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter. As long as I do that and he can be proud of himself.
Dustin Poirier is 36 years old.
He's not even that old.
It's not that old, but he's had a lot of fights.
He's been around forever. Yeah, he's been around
39 professional fights. Yeah. So that's a lot of fights. Made his pro debut in 2009. So 16 years fighting as a professional. That's a long time. lost by knockout 3 times, lost by submission 4 times. He's had 15 knockouts and 8 submissions on his resume. He's fought nothing but absolute legends. I'm sure he's made a really good amount of money throughout his career. He's built a good life. He's never been involved in any kind of controversy. He's always been a class act. He's always been like a role model to young up-and-coming fighters. People like that are going to be remembered. I think Dustin Poirier is the type of guy that will get in the Hall of Fame. I think he'll be in the Hall of Fame, even though he was never a champion. I think he'll be one of the kind of guys, one of the rare exceptions that he will be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, look at his last few fights. Islam is going to be Max Holloway, Islam, Benoit Saint-Denis, Justin Gaethje, Chandler Oliveira, Conor McGregor twice on the bars, Dan Hooker, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Max Holloway, Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, Anthony Pettis, Eddie Alvarez, Jim Miller. I mean, what a role. Keeps going. Michael Johnson, Bobby Green, Joseph Duffy. Hey, Joseph Duffy was the shit back then as well.
100%. No, he's only fought the absolute best.
He does have a belt at home, though. He did win the
he's interim belt.
He was the interim champ.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of Dustin. I reached out to him. He had hip issues too, so he's a guy that you can call up, you can chat with him. He's as real as it gets, and I'm very, very pumped and excited to be. I love Max Holloway. I love Poirier. So when I got that across my table, I was very, very pumped to be able to call that.
I'm a little jealous. I would have loved to have called that fight. It'd be amazing. I was going to say, for Dustin Poirier, there it is. For Dustin Poirier, one of the times he impressed me the most. Do these look bent to you?
Not really.
No,
I mean, it's our ears. Like sometimes your ears are a little.
I know. The cauliflower is a real issue. Do you have people just randomly ask you about your cauliflower and be all disrespectful? Paul? Yeah.
All the time. Where'd you wrestle? I'm like, I didn't wrestle.
No. Do you ever have women, like you're standing in an elevator and a girl will go, what happened to your ears?
Oh, no, little kids maybe. Yeah, little kids will ask that. My kids will ask. Yeah, I know.
Built a life. No, I was going to say Dustin Poirier, one of the times he most impressed me wasn't through his performance. When he beat Conor McGregor that time in Las Vegas, and Conor was saying all that crazy shit, threatening his wife and kids and stuff, being absolute, really going for it.
Yeah, lost it. Yeah.
And Dustin just ignored it all and never lowered himself to like go into that level and responding and all the rest of it. I thought, you know what? That's a guy that's got his emotions in check. That's a guy that's like, you know what? Screw you. I've just knocked you out. Your words don't mean shit. And it really impressed me. Not as a fighter, but as a man, I was like, that guy knows what he's doing. All right, today's episode is sponsored by Huel. And if you are a busy man in the morning, if you are on the go, but you still want to get a complete nutritious meal in your body, but you don't have time to do it, well, guess what? Huel is here to save the day. They are today's sponsor, and they have you covered. Huel, Huel, and their Black Edition is a complete meal so you feel full, focused, and ready for the day. Little prep so you can grab and go. Huel's already sold over 500 million meals around the world, and now is your turn to try it. New customers right now can get 15% off at Huel.com when you use the code BELIEVE.